Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English listening practice. Today, we have a powerful story. The title is Big Accident Changed My Life. This story is about a young man whose life changed in one moment, a moment he never expected. Before the accident, his life was normal. After the accident, everything became different. This story will make you think. This story will make you feel. And at the end of this video, I will give you 10 important vocabulary words from this story. So stay until the end to learn and improve your English. Now, let's begin. My name is Daniel. I am 23 years old. Before the accident, my life was very normal. I lived in a small apartment in the city. The apartment was not big, but it was enough for every morning. I woke up at 7 a.m. The first thing I did was check my phone. I scrolled for a long time. I watched videos. I read messages. Sometimes, I stayed in bed for more than 30 minutes. Then I slowly got up. I ate a quick breakfast. Sometimes bread, sometimes nothing. Then I went to work. I worked in a small office. My job was simple. I sat in front of a computer for many hours. I did the same tasks every day. It was not exciting, but it was safe. After work, I went home. I felt tired, but I did not do anything important. I watched videos again. I played games. I stayed up late. Then I slept. Every day was the same. I did not think about the future. I did not think about change. I thought my life would always be like this. One day, everything changed. It started like a normal day. The weather was good. The sky was clear and blue. The sun was bright. I went to work as usual. Nothing special happened. But that day, I felt very tired. I did not sleep well the night before. I could not focus at work. I made small mistakes. When the day ended, I just wanted to go home quickly. I did not want to think. I did not want to wait. I walked fast on the street. There were many people. Cars were moving quickly, but I did not pay attention. I took out my phone. I started looking at the screen. I kept walking. I did not look around. That was my mistake. A very dangerous mistake. Everything happened very fast. I heard a loud sound. A car was coming. It was very close. I looked up. My eyes became wide. My heart stopped for a moment. But it was too late. I could not move away. I could not react. Then a strong hit. My body was thrown to the ground. Pain went through my whole body. My head felt heavy. My vision became blurry. I could hear people shouting. Someone said, "Call an ambulance!" Someone ran toward me, but I could not see clearly. Everything became darker. The sounds became quieter. My body felt cold. Then, everything went black. When I opened my eyes, I was in a hospital. The room was bright. Everything was white. White walls, white bed, white light. For a moment, I did not understand anything. I tried to move, but my body felt heavy, very heavy. I looked down. My legs were covered. I tried to move them, but nothing happened. My heart started beating fast. I felt fear. A doctor walked into the room. He looked calm. He spoke slowly. "You had a serious accident. You are safe now. You need time to recover." I wanted to ask questions, but my voice was weak, so I stayed silent. I looked at the ceiling. My mind was empty. A few days later, the doctor came again. This time, his face looked serious. He sat near me. He spoke carefully. Your legs are badly injured. You will need a long time to heal. Then he paused. He looked at me again. In some, Ace, people cannot walk again. I did not say anything. I could not say anything. My mind stopped working. I just stared at him. Then I looked away. I looked at my legs. I tried to move them again. Still nothing. At that moment, something inside me broke. I felt lost. I felt angry. I felt scared. I asked myself again and again, why me? I did nothing wrong. My life was normal. Why did this happen? But there was no answer, only silence. Days passed slowly, very slowly. I stayed in the hospital bed. I did not want to talk. I did not want to see anyone. My family visited me. They tried to talk. They tried to make me feel better. But I stayed quiet. Inside, I felt empty. I felt useless. I felt like my life was over. I thought about my future, and I saw nothing, just darkness. I stopped caring about everything. I stopped thinking about improvement. I stopped thinking about hope. Every day felt the same. Wake up, lie in bed, look at the ceiling. No purpose, no direction, no hope. That was the lowest point of my life. One morning, a nurse came into my room. She smiled at me. Today, we will try something new, she said. I did not understand. She helped me sit up. My body felt weak, very weak. Then she said, we will try to move your legs. I looked at her. I felt afraid. What if I cannot? What if nothing happens? But she encouraged me. Just try, she said softly. I took a deep breath. I focused on my legs. I tried to move them. Nothing happened. I tried again. Still, nothing. I felt frustrated. I wanted to stop, but she said, it takes time. Do not give up. That day, I did not succeed, but it was my first step. The next few days were very difficult. Every day, I practiced. Every day, I tried to move. Sometimes, I felt a little pain. Sometimes, I felt nothing. The exercises were hard. My body was weak. My muscles were tired. I felt pain in my legs. I felt pain in my back. Sometimes, I wanted to stop. I said, this is too hard. But the doctor said, if you stop, you will not improve. So I continued, even when it hurt, even when I felt tired. One day, something happened. It was a small thing, but it changed everything. I was doing my exercises. I tried to move my leg again. This time, I felt something. A small movement. Very small, but it was real. I stopped and looked at my leg. My heart started beating fast. Did that just happen? I tried again. And again, it moved. Just a little, but it moved. I smiled for the first time in many days. That moment gave me hope. After that day, my mindset changed. Before, I felt hopeless. Now, I felt a small light inside me. I started to believe again. Maybe I could recover. Maybe I could walk again. So I worked harder. I followed every exercise. I listened carefully to the doctor. I practiced every day. Slowly, my legs became stronger. The progress was slow, but it was real, and that was enough for me. Recovery was not easy. Some days were good. Some days were very bad. Sometimes I improved. Sometimes I felt stuck. Sometimes I fell during practice. Sometimes I felt pain again. There were days when I cried. There were days when I felt like giving up. But I remembered my progress. I remembered the small movement. So I stood up again. I tried again and again. My family was always there. They visited me every day. They encouraged me. My mother held my hand. She said, "You are strong." My father looked at me and said, "Do not give up." Their words gave me strength. I was not alone. That made a big difference. One day, the doctor said, "We will try to stand." I felt nervous. My heart was beating fast. They helped me stand up. My legs were shaking. My body felt unstable. I was afraid I would fall, but I stayed up for a few seconds. Then, a few more. I was standing. After all that time, I was finally standing again. Tears came to my eyes. That moment meant everything. After many months, I could walk. Slowly, not perfectly, not like before, but I could walk. My life was different now. I did not take things for granted anymore. I valued every step, every moment. I started to live with purpose. I wanted to improve. I wanted to grow. The accident changed my life. Before, I lived without thinking. After, I understood everything more deeply. Life is fragile, time is valuable, and strength comes from struggle. I learned that even in the darkest moment, there is still hope. If you keep trying, you can stand again. Maybe not the same, but stronger. This is my story. My name is Daniel. A big accident changed my life. It broke me, but it also made me stronger. Thank you for listening. And now, as I promised, here are 10 important words from this story. Listen carefully, repeat them, and use them in your life. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye.